Hi gang, hi friends, welcome back. Thank you so much. Don't start. My name's Jo and I do nail stuff. She does stuff with nail stuff, and the stuff she does with nails is done with nail stuff and stuff for nails. I kind of have a feeling that'll kill me off one day. How are you all? I hope this video finds you fabulously. This video is sponsored by Modelones. They've sent me some stuff. This little box is has the base coat, top coat, and a matte top coat in. This is their wooden lid collection. So they've sent me the base, top, and matte, and they've also sent me how many colours? This many colours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colours. I can count. Yay! So I'm going to show you the colours and then we will do something with them. We will do some nail stuff with the nail stuff. This first colour is called Hope, which is a nudie colour. And these lids, I noticed when holding them, this is Christmas tree, that I found it easier to hold them so that you're holding them as the lid is narrower as opposed to holding it at the other angle, which is wider. But you can twist the brush depending on how you like to hold them. So you can take the lid off like this and then twist the brush so that it's either flat forward the way you're holding it widely or narrowly. Does that? I think it does make sense. So that was Kwabena and mint. We're going to use mint today as well. This one is shiny Snowflake, which is lovely. It's all sparkly and hollow and just, it's just sparkly hollow loveliness. Off you go. We do use that as well. And then we have, what do we have? This one is 1968, which is the year that astronauts first orbited the moon. I wish I'd have been around, born then, to see all that stuff happen, like the moon landing and everything. It's also a significant year for a lot of bad stuff, bloodshed. Maybe that's why it's blood red, probably. And then we have Edelweiss. Actually, no, look. I think it has the wrong label. I know, this was me, shocked. Because it says Edelweiss with a kind of purpley colour, but it's actually white. So I'm guessing that just had the wrong label. Edelweiss. Wasn't Edelweiss used to help with dysentery? Dysentery's not funny, but poop's kind of funny. And this one is Coco Black. So this is me just saying how I would hold the lid like that at the narrow point. You can hold it wide, but you can twist the brush. So it's however you're happy with it. So we are starting with Hope. And I'm going to do 2 coats of this over all 5 nails. I hadn't used these polishes before, so I didn't know. I mean, they were quite a thick, creamy consistency, which is that I really like. But it's worth doing thin coats when trying a new brand because you never know how it's going to cure. So I've done a thin coat of this. I'll cure that, and then I'm going to do 2 coats on everything, and then we're going to start with our abstract. So this is the white that I'm not sure what it's called because it had the wrong label on. But so I'm going to do abstract, and I thought about this beforehand and I tried to draw some stuff up and I just couldn't. My brain does not think abstractly. It thinks in neat straight lines or organized symmetrical order. So I really struggled. So I decided just to sit down and not think about it and just get some shit on there and see what happens. So that's what we're doing. We're going to do, I'm using a dotting tool because it's hard to get a straight edge or a straight line with a dotting tool. So as I wanted them kind of blobby, okay, I need some help. What can I use instead of the word blobby when I'm doing stuff that's kind of blob shaped? Please let me know, because it's just not the nicest word to use when describing nail art. I need a synonym for blobby. So if you have one, please let me know. So I'm going to do some big blobs and intentionally making them not thinking about the nail beforehand, although a little bit, because you don't want to do them exactly the same on every nail. But I'm not thinking that was that shape, this was that shape, that was top left, that was whatever. Just get some stuff on there. Don't overthink it. If you're like me and you don't sort of think abstractly, then you have to kind of switch off and let the non-thinking part of your brain spring into life. So I'm going to do random blobby shapes, not thinking about them, because I find it really difficult to think randomly. I like order, and I like to be in control, and I like to have a plan. So I do struggle to come up with abstract designs. But I thought, right, get some big blobs on there. Don't think about it. And then cue that shit in the lamp. And then we have our random blobbiness. Step 1, done. Now, for step 2, I'm taking the dotting tool again. I'm taking the colour mint. And I'm going to do another blob. Or be spherical, but not spherical. But soft-edged, rounded. It's a blob. Okay? That's what it is. Screw a synonym, it's a blob. So I'm going to add it. You can do this blob bigger or smaller. I went for kind of a bit smaller, and I'm going to overlap the white and make it a different shape, and do that on all of them. And then we're getting closer to our abstract design. Now, I'm sure most of you don't struggle with coming up with an abstract design, but my brain just doesn't work that way. So the best tip is don't think about it. If your brain doesn't work that way, don't use your brain. Don't use your brain. Just put stuff on the nail in any place you want. But I am obviously making sure that there is some kind of uniformity amongst the abstract, which is a bit of a contradiction in terms. But, you know, I'm making sure that the mint blobs are a bit smaller than the white blobs, and they overlap them a smidge as well. So I'm going to do that on all of them, and then we will put that into the lamp for a cure. Someone said, a couple of people commented asking why at the beginning of one of my last videos, oh wait, I'm wiping and buffing, because I'm going to put some foil gel on here. And the reason I'm wiping and buffing, I only want the foil to stick to where I've put the foil gel. You could do a whole coat of foil it, which is the foil gel from Gel Perfection, but I didn't want to add a sort of whole layer when I'm only wanting it in a certain area. So I'm going to use a dotting tool and just kind of scribble some bits on in the gaps, and then that cures for 2 minutes. And we're going to take this rose gold foil from Diamond Glitters and just patch it on there. So if I hadn't have wiped and buffed, sometimes the tacky layer of gel polish can pick up on bits of foils, and I didn't want that to happen. So by wiping and buffing, it's only going to stick to where you've put stuff on after wiping and buffing, which is the foil gel. Now, whenever I wipe, I buff, because I say it all the time, and you're probably sick of hearing it, but you want the next coat of whatever you put on to have something to grip to, and a wiped surface isn't grippy enough, textured enough, I suppose. So I give it a little buff. So I've popped the foil on those patches, and I'm taking these stickers from Diamond Glitters, and I didn't know where to put them. I ended up going with, I think, was it the green? Yes, in all the green patches. This one says wonderful. Ah, isn't that wonderful? Wunderbar. And I'm going to pop a bunch of those on all of the green areas. So there is, like I say, there is some uniformity to it, but it's just the randomness that I can't wrap my head around. I'm probably making a mountain out of a molehill. Everyone's probably thinking abstract nails are the easiest thing to do ever, but they're just not for me. It just doesn't come naturally to my brain skull. So I'm popping that on all of them. And what I was laughing at, what I spat my drink out at the beginning of the last video, I was watching a film. What was I watching? I was watching War with Grandpa. Is it? Yeah, with Robert De Niro, and it's got Christopher Walken in it. And they were at a funeral. and Robert says, Robert, my mate, Bobby, Bobby said to Christopher Walken, how did he die? And Christopher Walken said, he says, in his sleep. What skydiving? That made me spit my drink out. I'm glad it wasn't Bailey's. It was just orange squash. It's all good. But I thought that was really funny. In his sleep while skydiving. Right. Nails. We're taking Coco Black. And we're going to do some dots. We're going to do some dots inside the white, but then take them out of the white a bit because there's no order with abstract. It's all over the shop. So we're doing some black dots in there, and then we're taking them outside of the white blob. And that's... and I almost finished here, but we do carry on because it's me and I like to get a little bit faffy. So we did get a bit faffy. So I finished the dots and cured them, obviously. And then I top coated with the Modelones top coat. And then I decided that I really wanted to use the shiny Snowflake polish. So if you want to do this next step, don't top, ignore that top. So you can top, leave it there. I'm going straight onto shiny top coat, which is what I bitch and moan about all the time that you shouldn't do. But these are, it's not a person, so it's fine. They're just, they're just pops. So imagine we haven't top coated. I'm taking some of the shiny Snowflake and I'm adding some bits in they're random places, but the same kind of random on all of them. I think that's the thing when you're designing any set. If you're going to add a bit of something somewhere, even if it is random, make it in the same random place on the other nail. That's how you're going to get this, that's how you're going to get a nice kind of uniform yet random look. So I'm popping it kind of between the green and the white, but not worrying about it being in an exact place, but it will be somewhere around and between the green and white on all of them. I think that's, you could, when doing abstract nails, you can do, you can do whatever you want, but the me in me doesn't let them all be different because that would make me really itchy. So I'm adding the Snowflake. I'm using a detail brush because I'm picking up some of the chunkier bits of glitter in it, like there, and just making sure there's a few of those on each nail. With glitter polishes, oftentimes it's kind of a clear base with glitter in, so you have to kind of work to where you want the actual pieces of glitter to be. So we've popped the glitter on there. I know it doesn't really go with all these sort of abstract designs that everyone's doing, having glitter on it, but I really wanted to use that polish. So we've added glitter, and I don't think you can ever go wrong with adding glitter, really, can you now? So then I'm topping again, but obviously had I have thought about adding the glitter before I topped the first time, wouldn't have topped, just gone straight in with the glitter, and then this top coat will be the first top coat. Does that make sense? I really worry that my ramblings make no sense sometimes. I should watch my videos back more, but once they're uploaded, there's not really anything I can do anyway. So if it doesn't make sense, well, it might look nice. Just turn the volume off. And then I'm topping all of them, and then that, I believe, will be it for our abstract design. Abstract doesn't have to be blobs. I did do a set of abstract with shapes on someone once, with squares and circles and things, but I was going for the kind of on-trend abstractness. What do you think? Let me know what you think about these. Have you tried these polishes? Let me know if you have down below, or just come and say hello. And also, if you're here, you may as well click the like button because it helps me and it takes you one click. And that would just be really nice to do. Are you a good person? Are you? Click the button. I'm kidding. You do what you like. Subscribe for lots more videos. Use the discount code in the description. I will add it all down there and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.